What's up, guys? Iggy here with FalTac. I'm doing another video tonight. Before I go inside, I'm tired. I'm really feeling it. But we got commissioned to do 2 holsters to go all the way up to Canada, which actually isn't that far from me. It's only like 6.5 hours, so it's really not that bad. I have traveled further for a gun show. Anyways, we're going to be doing a Glock 17 Poly 80, so the P17 V2 or whatever it's called. And then that's going to have a Olight Baldr Pro on it, which is the massive Baldr Pro. It's got the laser underneath. We'll grab it off the wall in a second. And I'm going to show you a brand new light that Olight came out with that some people think is compatible with the TLR1, but it is not. So let's grab our material. Let's make a holster. Actually 2. Actually 4. This is 2 in 1. So the OWB is 2 different types of OWBs. And the IWB is 2 different types of IWBs. I'll walk you through it, don't worry. Baldr Pro. Alright, I'm actually going to go grab my TLR1 and show you this new PL3 by Olight. Might as well grab the PL2 as well. Now, being a holster manufacturer, as soon as someone comes out with a new flashlight, it's like, great. Now we got to buy it to start offering holsters for those. So I ended up picking up the brand new PL3, which is right here. And I will have the Inforce Wild one. That's going to be, that's my next purchase for a flashlight. I don't have it just yet, but I'm starting to get a lot of calls for the Wild one, so we're going to grab that. But we have here the Olight Baldr Pro, which is, all it is a PL2 with a laser on the bottom. No big deal. Here is a TLR1. You can see with their mounting system, it is the screw. And you're going to have different mounting plates to go in there. They're called rail keys. Well, here is the PL3. The PL2, you can see that the bezel's way different. So they... not really, like, I've tried it in a TLR1 holster, didn't work whatsoever. Some people said it did. Coming from me and out of my shop, absolutely not, which is why I invested in one, because I am not going to do that. Now, check this cool part out about this new one. So you unscrew it, okay, and then you push, and then you change the rail key. So the rail key doesn't come out. It is adjustable, just like the PL series. So you just push it in, and then you just put it wherever you want, which is pretty awesome. Now, let's talk lumens. 1,300 lumens max. That is pretty nuts. At 225-yard throw is unbelievable. So it's pitch black right now. It just snowed. It's 8:30 at night here in New Hampshire, deep in the woods. So let's just go out real quick, see what it does. This has a low light function, a bright function, and then it still has the strobe. So if you are epileptic or prone to seizures due to lights, do not watch this upcoming section. All right, so this is my backyard residual light, pitch black back here. This is casting off the shop right now. So let's go back here and see what we got. All right, as you see, I burned a lot of pallets to heat my garage, so I got a lot of pallets. But that's the bright function, or setting I should say. That's the low light, which isn't much of a difference. Double tap, there it is again, and then that's ridiculous. And there we are with that. So let's see here. It's actually throwing pretty well. A chicken coop. Not too bad. Yeah, that'll definitely mess somebody up. You can see way down there my grape arbor with some bunny cages. But yeah, that's pretty wild. So I'm not going to lie, the new PL3 is pretty bright. Unreal, as you just saw. And welcome back for those that have epilepsy or having a seizure. Anyways, price. $60. I bought this for $59.99 on Amazon, and they were running a deal on it. Doesn't matter what color I get because they're strictly for holster making. Anyway, will I run one? Yeah. Will I run one? Yeah, It's a nice light. I have zero issues with them. I make a lot of holsters for them. They're popular. The price point is fantastic. They're no TLR1 though. But again, personal preference. I don't care what you run. I still build it for you. So let's get the Baldr R, or the Baldr Pro. Let's get that mounted to the 17. Let's build a holster, or 2, or 4. Let's get this party started. Mount that on there. All right, so I'm going to build in suppressor height sights just in case, and it's going to make my world a lot easier in the long run. And then we're going to be using my design for these guys, and let's get it going. So these are going to be the options. I've never heard of this company before. The gentleman that's getting this holster is the one that turned me on to these. These are called Gun and Flower GF. They are molle attachment plates. They have the G-code or Blackhawk setup. Cool thing is, because of these slots right here, which allow cant of the firearm, the 2 inside ones actually line up with the type of paddle that I use. So that means he could swap this out. I'm going to do 3 holes, just like Blackhawk, with this right here, or G-code, and that'll give us those. So you could, I'll put a couple in there, and then this will mount just like that. So he'll have the option to take this off and install this if he wants to run this on his holster. So both of these, after everything's all said and done, is going to be mounted right here. And then on this side, we are going to have a fabric clip down here, and then spot for a foamy up here. And it's going to be pretty wild. So it's going to be 2 different holsters that are capable of 4 different attachments. So 2 each. Should be fun. So let's get to town and have this installed. No big deal. I'm going to go ahead and throw my tape down on the side right here. This is a Cook's mold. I don't particularly like using Cook's molds. I have had very good luck with this one. Thank God, knock on wood. But the reason being is just sometimes the epoxy they use isn't fully mixed, and I've been able to like bend them in my hand without any heat or any sort of pressure or anything like that. This is tried and tested. It is very well in spec, so I am not too worried about this whatsoever. So go ahead and get this on here. The other side is fine. All right, let's go ahead and grab some. I'm going to show you how to block that out. So let's grab these right here. Probably going to do the outside the waistband first. Best part is it's literally going to be the same exact mold. We don't have to change anything other than the blocking. We don't have to change the way the retention plate's going to be. It's all going to be the same, which is nice. So we'll get that on there. I take this and make sure it's parallel with the top. Lock that in place, and then I'll go ahead and I'll run another piece of tape right there. Let's flip to the other side, rinse and repeat. I just let the fire die out. I figured after these 2 holsters, I'll go inside and laser for a few hours, maybe work on my website and watch a couple YouTube videos myself, and then pass out and do it all again tomorrow. All right. Go right there. Oh, of course, I moved it. Here first. I might not be able to do that. Let me check here. So I have a special tool. This is a 1/2 inch dowel, and I cut it right here, and then I angled it there, And this sits just like this. And this is what gives us our channel all the way to the laser. So it looks like I will be able to do my normal routine here. And then I'll go ahead get the tape down here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a piece of tape from here to here, and what that does is just it helps it stop it from moving. All right. So this side pretty much complete. This side almost complete. We just have to add our blocking. Now blocking is going to rest on here, right on this. So we're going to have to block a little bit there, and then a channel right there, and then that will be able to mount along with this. So I am not worried about that. Oh, almost forgot this guy. The main star of the show right there. Oop. There we go. Right, and then right here, it's got the dimples. I'll actually take the last one, if I could hold it. Jeez. There we go. And I'll just make it tight. Because the press is going to have a field day with it, so I'm not worried about it whatsoever. Go. All right, now these are right-handed, so I'm going to go ahead and see where this is going to line up and what I can use for blocking. Is that tall enough? It actually looks pretty damn good right there. So, find that spot again. Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll just tape that down, because I've had times before where I'd pick it up to put it in the press and then that fell off. And that sucks. All right. Now, of course, if I had a vacuum mold for this setup, I'd be done already. But I don't think I've ever gotten a call for this particular setup. All right, there that be. I'm going to go ahead and cut a retention plate, get it going, and go from there. Now, before I started this video, I put brand new foam in the press, so this is nice and cool, nice and cold, nice and hot. The press is 390 degrees. I got one here, and I got one here. This one also is nice and hot, so hot foam is the key to very good definition, along with the right temperature in the decks. So these are going to be black. I'm going to cut a piece of black boltaron, because anything that's black, I actually use boltaron, not Kydex. It works a lot better, it flows a lot better, and it's a lot stronger than Kydex. And I'm going to go ahead, cut out the retention plate, get it in the press, and it's going to look like this. Fresh out of the press on that one. It came out pretty good. Here's one side right here, and the other side, look at that. Came out pisser. Before I take this apart, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take the retention plate back off, put it back on, because it generally moves during the pressing process. And I'm going to add the blocking for the foamy and the fabric clip. So let's do that. All right, guys, we are in the heat press. The Kydex is in there. The foam is on top. I have removed the blocking from this side and brought it to this side for the fabric clip and the foamy. And the only thing left to do is wait another 2 minutes and 10 seconds, throw it in the press, and then we're gonna have this, but not. So that's it for me for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.
The next day.
All right, guys, it is the next day, and if you didn't know, every Tuesday I work at my buddy's gun shop and I build their holsters. I work for my competition and I absolutely love it. One, gets me out of the garage, but we go back and forth. So whatever he can't provide and I do, and whatever I can't do, he's got the stuff for. So we go back and forth, you know, one hand washes the other, and I absolutely love the relationship I have, and I do not at all consider it my competition. But I will tell you, today, on my way there, I stopped off at another gun store to see if they needed anything, and I walked in not expecting anything. I walked out with a $700 order. So just don't be afraid to walk into a gun store and see if they need anything. And obviously it helps if your stuff is already on their wall, but, you know, bring in a couple examples, let them finger bang it, let them have a couple, you know, minutes of fun or whatever, talk about it, gain the relationship. And that's what you especially do at gun shows. Gain relationships with other dealers and push your holsters into other stores. I am currently at 19 stores in 5 states, and I think I'm in like 15 or 16 police departments. So, but anyways, let's get these two holsters going. Earlier in the video, you saw what they look like. So, as the next day, let's get these going. Here is the OWB, which is going to be the 2 different types of OWB. And this is the IWB with the 2 different types of IWB. Both fresh out. Obviously, they were out last night, actually, before I took a nap and went back to it. But let's cut these up. Let's get everything installed. And let's get them to Canada. All right, since we're doing everything at the same time, I'm going to map everything out at the same time so I don't have to, you know, finish this holster, then repeat what I just did. I'm going to do it all right here. So first, I'm going to start with the inside the waistband. It's going to be the exact same process. I'm going to line it up. I'm going to mark where our trigger guard goes. I'm going to go ahead. And this is the one that you could bounce back from fabric clip to foamy, or any other one you want to do. Tension is right here. So we're just going to continue that down. And let's see here. And we're going to go here and up like so. So that's going to come down as well and straight across. So I will put this so this looks good. All right, a little too close, so I'm actually going to bump that down a little bit more. All right, so that's one. And we're going to do it again on this side, but we're going to do it just opposite side. So I want to make sure that I don't cut into the blocking. There we go. Straight, oh, plenty. So. There we go. Again, this was a particular outside the waistband that has this on it. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead, mark that. Perfect. All right, so there's that right there. I'm gonna do those last minute wait. I'm just gonna get everything all set. And then that paddle, G-code paddle, It's going to be right there regardless. I'm going to get that nice and pretty in there. And then I'll probably have another hole right there. And that hole there. That'll give us 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So there's that. And as far as this one, let's mount 1, 2. I know that other hole's going here. And with the fabric clip, they're going to be right there. So we're going to do a mark there, and I like to do one in the center. And we'll put another one right here, 3 holes. All right, so I'm going to drill everything and cut it, and this is what they're going to look like. Now that everything's all set, all clean, ready to go, let's set everything up. So I'm going to send it with a foamy, and then I'm going to send it with this separately, but I got to add all of the hardware and do all of that. So I'm going to set these aside real quick. I'm going to send it with the 1.5 foamy. But what I'm going to do is, if you actually request an extra foamy or extra belt attachment, I generally add the hardware with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And I will put them together too, that way it's not like shaking inside the bag and scratches the heck out of the foamy. Plus I still got to laser these. Alright, there's the 175. Bin. Alright, now here is the fabric clip. It's gonna have, it comes with instructions. And this sits right inside. And we're gonna go ahead and, where is it? Here it is. I am going to technically put it together because it's not going to go with the fabric clip. But it'll have all the hardware when he wants to change it out. Alright, so there's that. Bigger bag since it's assembled. Might as well throw, let's see here. I'm going to throw the paddle in with it because I'm going to probably install it with this. So with the paddle, do the same thing. I'll send all that. Because this gentleman, like I said, it's 4 holsters in one. That's the foamy. There we go. Also, if I use the right hardware. Come on. There we go. So there's that hardware. Throw that right here with the others. Alright, so that's the hardware for this, and I gotta grab the hardware for that. And again, this is the, you can see it right here, the GF. It's made by a company called Gun and Flower, and you can find this on Amazon. A customer requested this exact one, so I went and bought it. So let's get everything together. Let's throw the retention in. Now this is 1/4 inch, pretty much just under 1/2 inch for spacers, and the screws are 0.4375. my God, that's beautiful. Just gonna see, tighten this up just a hair so it's a nice line. Oh, ho, ho. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. All right, let's throw foamy in. Of course, I put that in there so it's hard to get out. There we go. Alright, and there's one rig. I can change from that to the other one. Alright, before I close this up, it's always easier to get hands in there when it's not attached for the retention. Let's see here. These are going to be the outer ones. And again, this is a Glock 17 Poly 80 with the Olight Baldr Pro, which has the laser aperture at the bottom. One. Now, you saw at the beginning of the video, I made both of these off the same mold, so they should be identical. Awesome! Oh, that's glorious. Loosen that up a little bit. I went a little too tight in those screws. Oh, yeah. That's a beautiful thing. All right, now let's add these guys in. To open them, you just push. Oh, there we go. And then lift. Here, I'm going to make sure these guys are the right size screws. See if I have to go to 1/2 inch. Kind of a pain with the molle straps, I'm not going to lie. Alright, let's see how those tighten up. Oh yeah, those are fine. Cool, and there's that. That's together. One more. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. Hell yeah. So now that it is so damn cold in my garage, because I don't heat it overnight, because I don't waste the, the electricity or my oil or the wood or anything like that. If I'm not in here, it's not heated. So anyway, my laser is inside. So now I got to travel in my house, in my living room, and I'm going to go ahead and laser these and ship them out to Canada, But thanks again for watching. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. I am around the clock trying to get these orders out, and it's working. Like I said, I did quite a bit in the past 10, 11 days in the post office. They're very far behind where I'm at, so I actually find myself traveling next town over to deliver packages so I guarantee that they're out same day. So I'm going to get back to work. It is 10 of 10 on Tuesday night, so back to work. And a huge shout out to Holstersmith and KnifeKits.com. Everything that you see on this channel is provided by them, and I can't thank them enough. So at the end of another video, I appreciate you guys lasting this long. Make something good, make good decisions. I'll see you later. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.